I thought what we could do today is a bit of I want to do like an update with you all on the channel, but on what's going on with me. And I know that a lot of you, it's so sweet of you, but you tell me you really enjoy these videos where I just talk more sort of like personally about stuff. If you, not wishing to push it, because I'm not, but I know a lot of you ask me for more personal stuff. If you want more personal stuff, I do talk about more personal stuff on I have a Patreon channel. So Patreon is like, I'll link to it below, but it's like another website and it's behind a paywall. And I do that because I want to be able to share more stuff with you. I've got a very small audience on there and I love all of you on there. I talk to you, like literally we DM, it's very, very personal over there. So if you want more, I'll link to that below. And I've made it as cheap as I can make it. It's like £2.50 a month. It's not a lot. And you can unsubscribe whenever you want. So that's there if you want it. But yeah, I'm going to go into a little bit of personal stuff today, but also talk about the channel. So I'm going to talk about the second channel, what's going on there, Vlogmas, surgery, plastic surgery. Yeah. I'm getting something done that I'm going to tell you about. Patreons already know what it is. But I was always going to come clean about it anyway. I really don't care enough to hide it, and I plan on vlogging it. So I'm going to tell you about that. I want to talk about a shopping vlog that's coming up, Cyber Weekend stuff, and my birthday and what I get, because there's something I want to get, but I want to get your input on it. Okay, so let's start with the first up, the second channel. So as some of you will know, I do have a second channel. I have neglected it for a little while. I think the last time I posted on it must have been August or September. I think it was August actually. And it's where I talk about everything that's not luxury. It's kind of like more, I want to say it's more of a chilled out place where it's just non-luxury. It's just about us and the dog and the rabbits and going food shopping and all those sort of like normal things we all do on a daily basis that to me are really quite boring, but I know some of you enjoy watching. So that channel, I am thinking about putting Vlogmas on that channel. Now, I cannot promise that I'm going to do a video every day for Vlogmas because my life is so boring that every video would be the same, pretty much. And I'm going to try and do more videos. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I always try and do every year. I don't do traditional Vlogmas where it's like a video every day, but I try and do more a week than just 2. Now, what's going on with my work is that we had a bit of work that we were finishing up on and we are so nearly done. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel and that should all be done by November, early November. And once it's done, that's when we fully retire. So I'm hoping that come December, I'll have had time to like catch up on sleep and chill out and do all the things that I want to do. And come December, I will have more time to do Vlogmas. So I am going to do like my own version of Vlogmas, and I will also endeavour to do the Christmas Day vlog as well, because I know loads of you enjoy that. And that I probably will keep on this main channel actually. So that's Vlogmas. Surgery. Okay, there is some cosmetic surgery I have wanted to do since the first time I kind of felt like I wanted to do this was 2021. And I will give you a little bit of background. It's upper blepharoplasty, which is where they remove a little bit of the skin on the top of your eyelids just to make them more open. So I have naturally hooded eyes. It's genetic. Pretty much everyone in my family, my siblings all have it. And like, I don't want to say, like, I borderline have upset the parent that I inherited it from when they heard that I wanted to get it surgically removed. They were like, oh, great, that's come from me. Like, you don't like it? And I was like, well, tell you why I don't like it, guys. It's not so bad today because I'm not very tired, but I have asymmetry. So this eye, can you see this eye is like more open and this eye is more hooded. And on days where I get really tired, that eye gets really hooded. I don't know what goes on with it, but I like have to do that. I have to just like hold up my forehead. It's really annoying. And I've just always wanted to get it addressed. So I went to see a surgeon back in 2021. Dr. Daniel Ezra in London, fabulous surgeon. And he said to me, I don't want to do the surgery. And I was like, why? And he said, because, yeah, I see what you're not liking here. But he said, it's really only one eye and you're going to have to pay for both. And he was like, we don't do 50% off if you just get one eye done. But he said also at the time, it was going to be such a small amount of skin being removed that he felt that it wasn't going to be worth me spending the money, because it was going to be a lot of money. It was like, how much was it? About £7,000 for one eye. And it's an operation that takes like less than an hour. So he was like, it's not going to be worth it. And I appreciated I really respected his honesty. Then earlier this year, June 2025, it just started to bother me again. I do feel like as I'm getting older, it's also getting worse. I could be imagining that, but I feel like it does. And also another thing that drives me crazy is when I get Botox. Can you let me know if you get the same thing? But I am someone who gets brow droop every time I get Botox, and it does that to my eyes, like that. You may have seen in some videos, you can tell where I've had it done because my eyes go really like hooded. And I haven't actually had Botox for a while now because of what I'm going to tell you about in a second. But I went and saw a surgeon in June, and I won't name him. He wasn't Daniel Ezra. I tell you why I didn't go back to Daniel Ezra. I was going to, but he does his surgery in East London. And East London for me is a mission to get to. And I thought, obviously I'm not going to get public transport there. And I would want to have this done under general anaesthetic because I can't do local. There's no way I'd have a panic attack. And I don't really want to be coming round from general anaesthetic and having to walk to wherever David's parked the car, or having to get an Uber home. I didn't want to do that. So I thought I'll try and go to someone closer. So anyway, found a second surgeon that I saw in June. He said he was like, yeah, I will do the surgery. And he was like, actually, you do have a little bit, even on the better eye, that would be worth doing just to balance it out. And I was like, cool. But this guy was so weird. He was so arrogant. And like I was telling you guys on the Patreon channel, that he was just like, he was showing me before and afters. Okay, so the first problem was he couldn't show me anyone my age or younger who he'd done the surgery on because he'd never done it. So he said to me, I've never done this surgery on, this was a red flag, I've never done this surgery on anyone for whom it was not age related, it was genetic. And he was like, I've never done this surgery on anyone your age or younger, so I can't show you examples of how you're potentially, what your result's going to be. All he could show me is people who were like 70s, like around 60 or 70 years old, who had issues that were age related that had caused the sagging. And like that work all looked fine and good, but it didn't really answer my question of what's my result going to look like. So that was the other thing that put me off. But also the other thing that put me off was he had like a very cocky attitude. And I didn't like it. It didn't sit well. Like, it was really weird. He was showing me his before and afters. And just to be polite, I was like, oh, well, that's good. And he was like, why, thank you. Why, thank you. He kept saying that in that tone. And I thought, is this guy being sarcastic? He wasn't. That was just him. And after the consultation, he also was more expensive than Daniel Ezra. He wanted £8,000. And at least with Daniel Ezra specialises in like eyes. And this other chap was more about body stuff, like breast augmentation or liposuction with a bit of face stuff on the side. And I thought, no, I'm not up for that. But then, okay, the final surgeon that I'm actually seeing in early November, and I'm going to ask him if I can vlog it because I do want to vlog this. But he is a surgeon outside of London. And he actually has been recommended to me by a friend who has been to him. And she said that he is just brilliant. But also the other great thing is, and it's not that it's about the money. I'm not going to skimp on this because it's my face at the end of the day. But I guess because he's outside of London, his fees are a lot more realistic to what everyone's telling me it should really cost to have this done. Like, I don't, if you've had it done, let me know what your London prices are. But I've got a couple of friends who have had this done, and they're both saying £7,000 to £8,000 seems quite a lot of money for what you're doing. Whereas this chap is between, he's like, I don't want to say the prices because the prices might be different for me. When I go and see him, he might quote me something completely different, but he's a lot less than that. And I like, it's not the money, it's the recommendation. And I've looked at his details on Real Self, which is a really good website for cosmetic surgery. It's like a directory. You can see people's reviews. He's got great reviews. I like his bedside manner from what I've seen so far. And as I say, I've been recommended him, and yeah, just so that's what I'm going to do. So the consultation is in November. I've actually booked 2. So I've booked the first one just to kind of go and chat to him about what I want to do. And because I think I know I'm going to go for the surgery, provided he is in agreement on doing it, I've booked the second consultation. So when you go for surgeries, so I had this with breast augmentation, you normally have 2 consultations. One is where they're like, yes, I can do this, or no, I can't. The second one, assuming that they can do it, is where they're like, are you definitely sure you want to do this? Now, I know that come the time, I'm going to be really nervous. I do not want to look different. I just want to have this more open. Just this eye. Just this eye. I like, the other ones can be annoying, but this eye is the one that kind of bothers me the most. And as I say, on days where I'm tired, it's, do you know, guys, it's not even cosmetic. It's not even about how I look. It's functional. I've got photos on my phone that I'm going to show him, that I might show you actually in that video. But when I show you these pictures of me, particularly on tired days, you're going to be like, I can see why you want to get this done. So that's going to be the plan there. And as I say, I'm going to vlog the whole thing. The next thing, what was I going to talk to you about next? Instagram. Okay, so bit of an update here. I am being a lot more active on Instagram. So if you want more content, check me out there. And I'm being more active on Instagram stories. So I've started like a new little series. I'm doing it like every day, every other day. And it's called What's Cool and Good. And it's just things that I've found that are really working for me, that are cool and good. So I'm getting your input on what you want. A lot of you are saying you want clothing. A lot of you are saying you want handbags. Some of you are saying you want skincare and beauty. So far, I've done like a little handbag one of bags under £500. I've done a really good skincare one. I've done like a beauty tech one, which is currently live, but by the time this video is out, it won't be live anymore. And I'm going to do one, like one of you wrote to me and said, can I do one about like cozy stuff? So cozy clothes, or like those nice slipper socks, or candles, anything I recommend that's really like cute and cozy for autumn, winter. That I'm probably going to do tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. What else? We've got a shopping vlog coming up. I hope that this update is interesting to you, by the way, and I'm really sorry if it's not. I just thought I really wanted to do this because there's so much to update you on. The final things are a shopping vlog that's coming up. I know I have not done a shopping vlog in a very long time. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. However, I'm about to complain. No, I'm not complaining. We got Louis, our little puppy, in on the 4th of August, and it's not really possible to go anywhere. So we do leave him at home. We're trying to get him used to being at home, but we're only doing it for like a couple of hours when we go to the gym in the day. And he's got a lot better. Like, we've got a camera set up in his pen. He's in a bigger pen. He's not in like a crate. He doesn't like crates, and I don't think I would feel comfortable crating him, even though I know a lot of you will probably tell me that I should. But he doesn't like crates. He runs away from them, actually. But he's got like an enclosed little pen. It's very nice in there. It's got his toys and all his water and stuff. We've set up a camera on it so we can see what's going on, and we can hear him, and we can talk to him through the camera. But he's not quite toilet trained. He still hasn't got the drill. And we've taken him to a couple of pubs that are dog friendly. And he's a good boy in them, but then he needs the toilet, and you know when he's going to go because he starts circling. So you've got to like whip him up off the floor and carry him outside. Otherwise he just goes. And I obviously don't want to go around Harrods with him and he poops. You know, that would be really embarrassing. And I have had some of my lovely essays in Harrods messaging me saying, saw you got the pup, can you bring him in? And I'm like, I would love to, but he will just mess the place at the moment. So that's why I haven't been to Harrods in months. And I don't know when I'm going to be able to go. And I could go on my own and leave David to look after Louis, but I kind of feel like going with David. I kind of, you know what I mean? But I'm not complaining. Getting Louis was the best thing ever, but that's why I haven't done anything. But we are going to go and do a shopping vlog at the end of this month. And we are going to a place outside of London where we can, it's dog friendly. The shop is dog friendly. I've phoned ahead and they've said, yep, you can bring him in. And where we're going to be is right by their front door. So if he starts acting like he's going to go, it's a small shop as well. So if he starts acting like he's going to go, we're just going to whip him outside. And it's in the countryside. So it's like quite a nice countryside feel. And that's going to be a luxury shopping vlog. And I think you might really enjoy that. That's going to be fun. And then just final thing to say, Cyber Weekend. One of you DM'd me. I forget your name. I'm so sorry. You DM'd me last week on Instagram, and you said that your daughter had graduated and she wanted a Kate Spade handbag, and it was about 200 and something pounds. And did I have any coupon codes? And you've been looking on Vinted and eBay and the rest of it, couldn't find it. And I Googled the bag and it's very new out. So I was like, oh, I can understand why you haven't found it just yet. But I said to you, and I will say to all of you guys here as well, if there is anything you want right now, except obviously if it's like Chanel, etc., hold on for Cyber Weekend. And I said this to you about the Kate Spade thing, because I was like, I would be really surprised if these brands do not offer at least a 10% off for Cyber Weekend. I mean, Cyber Weekend every year just gets bigger and bigger. So I already have a few coupon codes that I'm gathering up off the internet. And what I'll probably do towards the end of November, nearer to Cyber Weekend, is I'll do like one video. It might be a bit boring, but I hope it's going to be helpful video where I just read off those coupon codes so that you have those if there's any of those retailers that you've been interested in. I'm really hoping Farfetch do one as well, because Farfetch, you can get some great stuff on Farfetch. I really like Farfetch. Anyway, I think that's everything from me. Just like this roundup. Let me know if you have any ideas for the next video going out on Wednesday. I have actually recorded like a sort of like a haunting video. I've redone, but added in a new bit to the video I made a couple of years ago where I spoke about the house that I grew up in, which we're crawling with, you know, supernatural weird stuff experienced by other people. If you don't believe it, I completely understand. But let me tell you, don't judge it until you've lived it. I will never be the same person again. But I'm going to do that video. That might go out on Wednesday. But let me know if you've got any other ideas. Thank you all so much for watching. And I'll see you on Wednesday, I hope.